Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Lady Calamere. I welcome you to my channel. Hope you're doing well. I am doing my 176th presentation, and it will be on the god Indra. Who is Indra? Well, Indra, yes, he is a god, and in the Vedas, he was considered a very important god. In fact, so many hymns were dedicated in the Vedas, and he was highly worshipped. But as time goes on, and the post Vedas, and then you go when you're dealing with other things like the Puranas, is where Indra is looked at in an unfavorable light, unflattering, where instead of at one time he's a strong warrior, a defender, and a fighter against the Asuras, and brave and victorious, he becomes more seen as a cowardly, lustful, lush. So, Indra, it's when we look at Indra, there were 14 Indras. So we see that the name Indra, or should I say, Indra is more of a title and a position than it is a name. There were 14 Indras. And some of them, I guess I should have wrote this down, but even Bali, who was a king of the Asuras, has taken the title of Indra. So there are 14 Indras. The present one, the present Lord Indra that we will be talking about is Purandar. Purandar was an Indra. But there was also Shanti, Vish, Devaspati, Sukhi, or Suchi. Advut was also an Indra. Yaj. So the one we're going to be talking about, the present Lord, is Purandar, and each Indra lives for about 85,000 years. But of course, in Hinduism, there is reincarnation, there is transference of energy, and that the soul, the energy, does not truly die. We have, oh my God, Joker. Joker's with me. Anyways, before I go on, please do spells and prayers and energy work for Shadow, my cat. He's not doing so well, and he's going on to the vet, and euthanasia may have to be an option. Don't know yet. He's going to be 19 in July, so hopefully I can save him. But anyways, back to our program. Indra. And it says the king of the gods. It comes from this lovely deck, Gods and Goddesses, Mantras, Blessings, and Meditations, by the Mandala Publishing. So check that out on Amazon. So this card says about Indra: without his help, no one is ever victorious. When in the midst of battle, it is to him that one should appeal for help. He is a match for all in this universe, for he moves the immovable that is Indra. That's from the Rig Veda 2:12:9. Blessings: physical virility, wealth and success, heroism and leadership, security in times of aggression and war. So here we have a statue of Indra, and back there we have Shiva, Brahma, and then Shiva again. So Indra, depending on the stories you're looking at, has two different births. He has several different parents. In one story, he is born from the mouth of the giant Purusha, along with his brother. And Purusha gives birth on different parts of his body to different deities. Now, in other stories, Dios Pita is his father, and Prithvi is his mother. But the one in this story who gives birth to him is the river Kusava. So you hear that little bell? That's Joker. He's being a silly little boy. He's sitting on my lap. So, in the story of the birth of Indra, Prithvi Devi, the earth, held him as an embryo, but she wouldn't let him out, for she felt that his birth would be a disgrace. So, for thousands of months, she held him until she passed on the embryo to the river Kusava. And Kusava was going to give birth to Indra, but Indra did not want to be born the traditional way of coming out through a woman's vagina and out her vulva. So Indra, sort of like the way Lord Set in Egypt did, cut himself out of her side. Like Set cut himself out, the storm god, the god of the stormy god, cuts himself out of Nuit, where he cuts himself out of her side instead of traditional birth. And because of that, the river just opened and flowed, and she died. So, and out sprung Indra, fully capable, very powerful, and on a mission to destroy Vitra. Now, of course, Kusava's husband was none too happy about what happened, and he was angry with Indra. And he pushed the child, the newly born Indra. He shoved him, and he wanted to kill him. But Indra, who was born with a lightning bolt in this story, he smashes this dude's head, and he dies. Here we see Indra capable of defending himself. Now, the story of Vitra and ending Vitra is also said to be like the story of the end of the Ice Age. And some believe also a story of a great drought. Vitra, who was an Asura, before the birth of Indra, he took the shape of a mighty dragon, a giant dragon, like the size of Leviathan or Tiamat. A humongous dragon. And he was sent to pretty much punish the gods. So what Vitra did, in order to get the gods to fight him, was to punish humanity. And to get the gods involved. Joker! Leave her alone! Joker! God damn it. Joker! Look what I got. Stop tormenting her, please. Joker. Joker. Oh my God. Joker. Little boo, come here. Joker. I'm sorry, I gotta stop this. Joker. And he never fails to torment her. Little boo. So back to what I was saying is that Vitra took all the earth's water and swallowed it. Indra was on a mission. And of course he destroys Vitra. But I'm getting ahead of myself, ain't I? How did he destroy them? What boons did Vitra have? So, Vitra was given a boon that he could not be killed day or night. He could not be killed with anything that is dry nor wet. He could not be killed by anything by metal, wood, or even stone. So it seemed like things were hopeless for the gods and humanity. So Vitra seemed to be victorious in this way, that the gods were afraid. Really? That's Loki. Here's Loki Doki. Look, Joker, leave her alone. I'm gonna have to put you in the room. Joker. So, Indra asks, sometimes it's Vishnu, sometimes it's Brahma, what he can do to stop Vitra. And of course, one of the things that Indra has... I'm sorry. Joker? I'm fucking done with this. Come on. Just torment her every chance you get. Sorry about that, but I can't have that. tricked him. I gave them some food, put it in the other room, and closed the door. And the cats, of course, come running in. So anyways, back to what I was saying. The thing is that Vishnu revealed to Indra, it's usually Vishnu, that the weapon that can kill Vitra would be bones from a very powerful sage. And the sage was the... Really? The sage was the Dadichi. Dadichi? Dadhichi. And this sage was notified that since he was so powerful that even his bones would be powerful, that the only way to save humanity was to use his bones. The sage agreed, and he sacrificed himself so that Indra could use his bones as a weapon. And the bones were used and made into a weapon. The Maharishi Dadhichi sacrificed himself to protect humanity, to save humanity, and to protect the gods. And of course, Indra had a penchant for drinking soma, and soma, it was an intoxicant, but soma also made him powerful, made him grow in strength. So he had to drink this. And there was a great battle that ensued between Indra and Vritra. And Indra was going to teach him a lesson, and Indra was going to destroy him. So Indra was told of the boon that Vritra had. So Indra saw the sun set, and it was neither day nor night. And in the foam of the water, the foam was neither dry nor wet. The weapon he had was lightning, but the other was the bones of the sage, which was neither stone, nor wood, nor metal. So what he did was, he stunned Vritra with his lightning. It didn't kill him, but it was like stunned him. And when the sun was setting, and in the foams of the water, and with the bones of the sage, he struck Vritra and opened up his belly, and out came flowing the waters. And all of the devas were saved, and all of humanity was saved. The earth was once again replenished from this terrible drought that Vritra has caused. And Vritra was no more. Indra is a god of war. He's a god of storms. He's the god of thunder and lightning, and the god who flows the water, make the waters flow. And even he was also hailed as a creator god, and that the mountains, the valleys, and rivers were created by Indra with his mighty axe, where he cleaved the valleys through the mountains, and he used his axe to create the streams. Vritra is a god of military and of warriors. He's a god of all the armed forces. Indra's consort, his wife, is Indrani, and sometimes she's called Sakhi. Sachi. His attribute is Vajra, the thunderbolt, which he uses to smite his enemies and smite the Asuras. He uses his Vajra, his lightning, to bless the earth and help fertilize things, to clear out the old so that new vegetation can grow. You know how lightning strikes the forest and the forest goes on fire, then new vegetation grows over the old? Now, many times Indra is described as with no beard, but when he is described with his beard is said to be red. Indra is also said to have a ruddy reddish tone to his skin. Yes, this is actually a statue of Indra. I got it on Amazon. It's a nice solid brass. Now, it is said that Indra is no longer worshipped. There are people that worship and chant to him. There are people that still call out to him and pray to him and give offerings to him. So, hey, hail to the king, baby. Hail to the king. How to say that? Anyone into the Evil Dead? Army of the Dead, when Ash Williams goes, hail to the king, baby. So, Indra was celebrated, of course, in Hinduism, but also in Buddhism and Jainism, in Cham, in Buddhism, Chinese tradition, and Japanese traditions. He is honored. But in Buddhism, he's less of a warrior, but more of a protector and a defender. Indra brings beneficial rainstorms to end drought. So, there are different stories about him having eyes all over his body. Eyes, and not owls, eyes all over his body. And how did that happen? Well, it originally wasn't owls. Eyes on his body. Why am I saying owls? So, one day, Indra, with his lustful ways, decided to have carnal relations with the wife of a sage, a very powerful sage. And this sage was none too happy. And what he did was curse Indra, and he had the power to do it. And what happened was, he did something to shame him. All over his body, vulvas now appeared. Now, people say vaginas. Actually, vaginas are the inner part of the woman's sex organ. Vulvas are the outer part. So don't censor me, YouTube, because that's just stupid. And plus, then you're going against my religious beliefs. But anyways, what happened was that he went into solitude. He was shamed. Brahma eventually went to the sage and said, hasn't he been punished enough? And what Brahma did was change those vulvas into eyes. So now he had eyes all over his body. So we can see now that Indra was now blessed with these eyes where he can see everywhere. He could see forward and backwards and either side and everywhere. One of the other stories, which was akin to what happened to Asar, is that he had messed with another sage wife, a Rishi's wife. And this sage, this Rishi, was none too happy either. And what he did is got revenge on Indra. Is that he took a blade and chopped up Indra into many, many pieces. The gods were distraught. They were worked very hard to put Indra back together again. But one piece was missing, one vital piece. They got him all together, but his phallus was missing, his penis. So what they did was they went to a ram, they sliced off its penis, and attached it to Indra. Indra, much like Zeus, in later times became very lustful, and he went after beautiful, beautiful women. And he would even shapeshift, like Zeus would do, into their husbands of the said wives. And he knew what he was doing was wrong. So there are times when Indra is a god of wealth, opulence, money, and fortune. So he is good for, if you're into the military and you want to become an officer, he's your guy. He'll go up into the ranks of the military. He's a god of politicians. So if you're running for maybe, I don't know, governor, congressman, congresswoman, a senator, he's your guy. If you're in a royal family dealing with the nitty-gritty of all the details and all the issues, he's your guy. However, that being said, is that Indrani would sometimes get very jealous, sort of like Hera. And she would get sometimes spiteful, and sometimes she gets very dark. When she needs to, she will get dark too. And there's even a story that Indra, and actually monkeys, people don't understand this, and people won't associate this, but one of his animals, other than an elephant, especially a white elephant, which I'll get into the name in a minute, he has a companion, a pet, and his favorite best friend, a companion, was actually an ape, and his name was Rishakapi. But Indrani became jealous of this relationship and her wrath. So one day Indra discovered Indrani and his pet ape in copulation. So Indra in his jealousy drove his pet ape away. Now, later on, Indra was discovered copulating in the Vrishakapi's wife. And he was discovered copulating. of this pet's wife. So, of course, thus being equal in their unfaithfulness, their friendship, their great friendship, was once again restored, and they rehashed their friendship. So, Indra is sometimes described as 2 arms or 4 arms. He is even said to have a golden chariot which he drives across the sky. Indra is also said to protect his people. And he helps the people. He is a king of heaven, Swarga, and a king of deities. He's called king of the gods or king of the devas. So Indra lives on top of Mount Meru, the mythic world axis of the of South Asian cosmology. And his hall, and this goes like to Odin, like you know how Odin has Valhalla. Well, Indra also has a hall, and it also serves as an afterlife for deceased heroes, deceased warriors, the brave. And in this place, there is no sadness, there is no fear, there is no pain, there is no sorrow. There is happiness, there is gambling. They play games, and they watch the beautiful apsaras dance to beautiful, sublime music of the Gandharvas. And this is like a paradise. And also, one of the things that he does is he also has some power over death. In war and during war times, when warriors fall at the hands or as the arrows and weapons of other warriors, if he so chooses, he can bless that warrior to be revived again, to live again. I'll be right back. It's just hot here. I'm so sorry for these disruptions. Isn't it fun? Indra's direction that he's associated with is east. His mount is a sacred white elephant, Airavata, Airavata. And this elephant is said to have 4 to 8 tusks. He loves elephants. He is said to hate to see elephants being abused. And it is said that in areas where elephants are treated with respect and kindness and love, that he brings appropriate amounts and generous amounts of rain to those regions and places that treat the elephants fairly. He frowns on elephants being mistreated, like they are in some zoos and circuses, and how they're treated. You know, the rides, if you get an elephant ride, these elephants are so abused and mistreated. It is to Indra a sin and a shame, and even to me, it's a sin and a shame and an atrocity to abuse elephants or any animals. I don't care how rich or poor you are. I don't care what you do for a living or what you don't do for a living. I don't care if you're a king, a queen, a president, if you are a governor, if you are a billionaire, or you have only 1 cent to your name. I don't care how much fame you have or don't have. You don't have a right to abuse and beat up and torture animals. You don't have the right. We as humans, we have the intelligence, we have the power. We're supposed to be guardians of the earth. We're supposed to tend the earth. We're supposed to protect the animals. Yes, I'm not against meat eating. I eat chicken. I eat pork. But come on. To torture and inhumanely treat an animal, especially for pleasure, it's not all right. This earth, we belong to the earth. The earth don't belong to us. We belong to the earth. We're supposed to tend the earth, protect the earth, and guard the earth. We're supposed to live with the earth and nature. I mean, what are we doing? We're destroying everything. Indra would not be pleased. Now, anyways, Indra is also a god of good luck and fortune. So Indra vows to send abundant and appropriate amounts of rains to those places that treat elephants with respect. And of course, his favorite attribute is Vajra, the lightning bolt. What do we feed Indra? Indra will never object to any alcoholic drink. He loves images of elephants. Incense, he adores incense. But let's think of other things that he likes. Indra. One can think of elegant foods for a king. Also think about chocolate, especially stuff like Godiva and Ferrero Rochers. But some people just offer him fruit. That's fine. But as for alcoholic drinks, just think. Beer. Give him a nice thing of beer, champagne, wine, some mixed drinks. See what maybe some Jack Daniels and Coke. Or a screwdriver. That's vodka and orange juice. A Virgin Mary. I'm not Virgin Mary, Bloody Mary, sorry. A Bloody Mary. Tomato juice, and I think that's vodka. Just think of mixed drinks and different drinks. And also, here's another thing. The plant that he's associated with is cannabis sativa. Cannabis sativa. Which is also known as Indrasana, the food of Indra. So, give him, so you have cannabis indica and cannabis sativa. Give him sativa. Give him some gummies made of sativa. Give him some things like, I don't know, pot brownies. Maybe bake up some pot brownies. Of course, where it's legal in your area. I'm not telling you to break the law. I can't tell you that. So, roll one up for him. Give him some potato chips made with it. Give him some sativa. So in some places in the United States, it's now legal, or you have to have a medical marijuana card. So if you get the medical card, then hey, get him some gummies. Buy yourself some and give him some. Enjoy smoke with King Indra, with, of course, with respect. But this god loves to get. He does love to get intoxicated. But Soma is also a god. There's a god named Soma, and Soma is also a chakra. So right above your third eye, okay, you got your Soma chakra, and of course it's below the Guru chakra, which is below. I'm sorry. You have the third eye, then the Soma, then the Guru, not below. The third eye, your Soma, then your Guru chakra, and then your crown chakra, the Sahasrara chakra. Soma is also chakra, but also Soma deals with the moon and lunar powers. And then we get into the psychic powers, intoxicating powers, the Soma fluid that comes out of the Soma chakra, that you might feel that fluid, like this invisible fluid, like you feel like this wetness going through you, but it's not on top of you, it's like in you, and it's just, it deals with psychic powers. So Indra has this and enjoys this drink, so the drink is also called Soma, and it makes him strong, it makes him powerful, but also in later times make him drunk and a lush. So he is a god of heroics. Now, in later times, Indra has a guru. Okay, not later, but Indra has two gurus. Oh my God, really? He's scratching at the door. He wants to get out. He's not getting out because he's just going to torment Lady Boss. He could stay in there for a few more minutes. I hear the little bell and I'll be right back. I am so sorry for this disruption. Fun. Okay, it stopped. I opened the door and it kind of like was like, whatever. It's just annoying when I hear. Okay, so Indra has a guru. Of course, the gods have the guru, and it's this guy. And it comes, of course, from the gods and goddesses. Gotta give credit where credit's due. And Brihaspati, which he is the preceptor of the gods, and he represents the god. He is the god of the planet Jupiter. Now, Brihaspati blesses Indra and the gods, and because of his blessings, because Indra fights the Asuras, because the Asuras want his position, want his heaven, want his power, want his throne. They want the heavens themselves. They want to take. So anyways, there was a great celebration, and Indra was, proud of himself, patting himself on the back. I'm a good boy. And he gets all of these praises and all these gifts, and, everyone's like happy for him, and he's happy. And his guru, Brihaspati comes in. And Indra is too busy, chatting everyone up, being proud of themselves. And Brihaspati was right in front of him and he doesn't even acknowledge him. So instead, he has the power to curse Indra, but he doesn't. He just leaves. Indra realizes the big goof up he made, the monumental mistake he made. And he begs for Brihaspati's forgiveness, but Brihaspati says, I'm done. I'm done. And he goes to Brahma. And now, because the opulence is gone, the Asuras are going to attack. They're lining to attack. Brihaspati has left. The preceptor of the gods have left. And he asks Brahma, and Brahma talks to Brihaspati, and he says, I don't want to have anything to do with Indra. So Brahma says, sorry, Indra, but you made a monumental mistake. I understand you're sorry, but he's not coming back. This is the best thing I could tell you, is to go to Vishvarupa and to have this guru, because without the guru, the fortunes of the devas waned, right? They were losing battles, the misfortune all around, bad luck, bad mojo going around, bad energy. So Vishvarupa is part Asura. Alright? And Indra was kind of worried about this information, this thing, this remedy. But Brahma said, this is the only way I can help you. Take it or leave it. So, what could Indra do? But he didn't trust Vishvarupa. But Vishvarupa became the guru, and he blessed the gods, and he won against the Asura. And Vishvarupa, in that way, was proven that he could be trustworthy. But Indra was still not sure. He still was not sure. I mean, even to impress Indra, Vishvarupa presented him with the Shiva Kavacham, the Kavakam, which is a powerful shield, the shield of Shiva. Okay, so but even then, with how Vishvarupa, liked Indra and did things to please Indra, and at every yagna he poured ghee into the sacrificial fire, saying aloud prayers and incantations and chants to benefit the devas. But in his mind, he prayed for the sacrifice to benefit the Asuras. Because, he's part Asura. The mother of Vishvarupa was Rakna, Rachna, who was an Asura. And he had deep affections for his mother and for his other side. But in some stories, the Asuras were kind of gaining power. Because he was still blessing the Devas, but he was also giving blessings to the Asuras. One day Indra saw him, caught him from above, doing sacrifice of yagna for and prayers for the Asuras. And of course, Indra was none too happy. He went into a full-on rage and took his Vajra and struck the new guru, the second guru, down. and he beheaded the guru. And of course, the father was not happy of Guru. And then they say that another Asuras. And I say sometimes, like, instead of being like linear, the stories are kind of like loop de loop, where that's how Vitra came about. Either way, he kills his new guru. The newer guru. So, what other things can I tell you about not Guru, Indra? Indra does love gifts of gold and jewelry. He does like different, he likes cash, so paper money. He likes coins. He likes things of value. So think of giving him some of that. Also, you can also make a donation for elephants, for the benefit of elephants, and put down Indra's name. Indrani, his wife, also rides upon Airavata, and she also deals with elephants. And Indrani is one of the matrikas. She deserves her own presentation. So does this guy, Brihaspati. And one day I will. One day I'll talk about Indrani. I just don't have an image of her or any pictures of her. So one day I will. Let's just see the back of this. This is absolutely beautiful. This is just made so beautifully. And he deserved to have a golden altar cloth here. Remember, Indra is royalty. Indra can help you with courage and strength. He's not one to help you sort of quit alcoholism or quit gambling. But he can have you have the courage to do things that you normally wouldn't have done. In the midst of battle, when you're in the thick of battle, spiritual battle, physical battle, maybe you are in the midst of war. So maybe you're fighting for your country. You can pray out to Indra to give you strength and courage. You can pray to Indra that you will live to see another day. Or if you die in a blaze of glory. And that you die saving the lives of your countrymen, your brothers and sisters in the armed forces, and that you too can find paradise in your other life. Serious. Indra, like I said, he's a god of war and warriors. So, Indra is very martial, but he's also a protector. So think about that. Think about that for a minute. Indra also deals with the senses. He deals with our or senses, or sight, hearing, smell, and taste. He is a god of luxury, and his abode is also called Indra Loka. It's also called Swarga, paradise. And he actually has a beautiful garden in this Swarga, and it's called the Nandan Kanam, and which is in the home of Kalpataru, the which is the home of Kalpataru. Sorry, my mouth is dry. And Kalpataru is the wish fulfilling tree. So Indra is the owner of the wish fulfilling tree. Go think about that. He also owns now another animal he's associated with. He also is cows and cattle. So we see he's associated with monkeys, elephants, and now cattle. He has a cow called Kamandhenu. Kamandhenu. Kamadhenu. And who also grants wishes. So now he has a gem that fulfills all desire. The Chintamani stone. The Chintamani stone. Sounds familiar with one of my other presentations I did. The Agni Manatite. But that's not. They're kind of different. They're different. But the Chintamani stone is. I mentioned something about that in my Agni Manatite, I believe, and it's a jewel which is held in one's hand fulfills the desires of the person who's wishing it. Indra has everything. He watches the Apsaras dance and hears the beautiful music of the Gandharvas. And he is a party goer. He's the life of the party. You know, there he is like Chango. He just loves a good dance, a good song, a good party. He loves a good meal. He loves to eat. He loves a good meal. And he also is like Zeus. We see him like that. And in some ways, he's like Odin. But Indra has to fight because we see the Asuras are always want to attack Indra Loka. They, despite all his wealth, his fame, his power, prestige, opulence, Indra has to lose his peace of mind to fight these Asuras. So yes, Indra does deal with pleasures and wealth, but you know, sometimes you have to fight for what you have and to keep. It is also believed that the word Indra comes from the word Indriyan, which is the senses. Like I said, your body. That Indra is like the god of the body. Your sight, your smell, your taste, the feeling, the sense of touch. But one of them that were names that are given to Indra is Bhagavan. But later, you know, in the Puranic times, that comes like 2,000 years later after the Vedic times, Bhagavan also is given to Krishna, which deals with the soul, the Atma, the God. And we see, like, remember my story of Krishna, where Krishna says to, you know, look for God within and not without, and that cows are worthy to be venerated, and Indra gets angry, and people stop worshiping him, so he gets angry, so he sends torrents of rain, and where Krishna picks up the mountain and holds it with one little finger, and holds it like an umbrella. I guess one finger or one hand. They show him, and he protects the people from the wrath of Indra. And then Indra realizes who Krishna is Vishnu, and he later apologizes to him. So, there's some stories where the humbling of Indra. So, like I said, was one god. As Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva takes prominence, of course, Indra puts back on the back burner. And I want to say that Indra's wife, Indrani, is very important and very powerful. Very important and very powerful. She's not just some queen head, just, oh, she's a queen, she should just shut up and look beautiful and just, please the king. No. But anyways, I've been talking for over an hour with some distractions. I do want to thank you. I hope you learned from this video. There's so many stories. There's so many hymns to Indra. He is a very powerful Vedic god. There's, he's worthy of attention and to learn about. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know what you think of Indra. Hit me up on those comments, and I will try to answer as soon as possible. I am going through some stuff with Shadow. I don't know if I'm gonna end up having to euthanize him. I hope I don't, but he's almost 19 years old, and he's not doing so good. He's eating, he's drinking, he's going to the bathroom, but he's not grooming himself. He's lethargic, and I could tell when he gets up, like his back legs just look like they want to go out under him, but he does walk. But he stays a lot of time in his closet, then he comes into the hallway and goes into the bathroom, but it seems like he doesn't even jump on me anymore. He doesn't sleep on me anymore. He doesn't meow much anymore, and I could, see that he has labored breathing sometimes, and I could hear his purrs different. Like I could hear like a wheezing in it a little bit. So I got him some medicine, but he has to go back to the vet and see what the hell is going on, wrong with him. But keep him in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. I accept all good spells, even 10 years from now. If you hear this video, you can send good, happy spirits to me. You could, you can do a spell for me. You could pray to your gods and goddesses. I don't care. As long as it's beneficial for me and mine, hey, send good finances, send good protection, send happiness to me, send peace of mind, send strength to me, send healing to me and Shadow and all my cats. Go right ahead. Good luck spells, good fortune. Don't send any negative to me. Protect me from all my enemies, known and unknown, spiritual or physical. I accept that as payment. I don't have a Patreon account. I know some people that do, and that's fine. I just don't have my Patreon account. These videos are free. They're all free. I don't make a dime from these. I haven't monetized this channel yet, and I'm not able to right now. Even if I wanted to, I don't have enough subscribers. But if you like my video, please do that for me. The spells and the prayers and sending good mojo and energy, light a candle, call an entity, whatever, create an entity to send to protect me. Just accept it. Also subscribe, and liking my video helps the algorithm. Every time you watch this video, the algorithm goes up and my video goes to more people that may like this and want this. So also, if you want to send money to charities that help elephants, that help protect them, that help save them. We need to protect our elephants from ivory hunters. We need to protect them. So, send $1, send $10, send I don't know, $10,000 to them, whatever. you know, sign petitions to protect them, to stop them being used and exploited in circuses, you know, if they're in zoos, hopefully, you know, we can make sure that they're in their natural like a natural habitat, and that they're able to have free roaming and good food instead of being abused and mistreated. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and as always, blessed be.